We definitely
Wait, don't try this at home.
Yeah, do not remove your gun.
What's up, fam? Haven't been on YouTube in a while. It's a good day to get started though. Topic for today. So you'll see me do all my random shit, but I want to talk about Bitcoin, the blockchain, the future of it. It's a technology that's changing tons of industries. So I thought it'd be a really cool, informative video for you guys. But because I'm not an expert, I will interview an expert on it so that you guys believe what's shown. In the meantime, just go to the gym. This is my workout. Going up the stairs. Now just go back down and go back. So, the first time I ever heard about Bitcoin was when I was in 11th or 12th grade, and I tried to get into the mining of it, installing the software, but I couldn't get the software to work for the mining, and then I just gave up. And it's something that I kind of regret now because the price of Bitcoin went up by so much. And if I would have gotten early in those days, I would have had tons of Bitcoins right now, or the value of it would have been a lot. But you learn. There's other currencies that are coming up, and hopefully Jack can give us some insight into that. See if you can get in on it. I'm here in block 34 of the blockchain. So we just had lunch with Jack, but me and Kev are gonna go to San Francisco to the planetarium. No. The Exploratorium. Same thing, whatever. The Exploratorium. We're gonna hear Joon Yun speak. And Joon Yun is an investor. He has also done a lot of just like healthcare investments, and he's talked at Draper University before to our students and to us, so we know him pretty well. He invited us to the event, which is pretty awesome, and we're just gonna go check it. Just got back to San Mateo from the event. So the whole purpose of the event was to talk about health and sciences, like biological sciences, so aging properties and all these things that they're doing scientifically to extend our life. One of the really cool things I learned was they took mice and they had like a young mouse and an older mouse, and then they exchanged bloods from the younger mouse to the older mouse, and the older mouse started showing, I guess, traits of being younger.
One interesting thing I found is that they did an experiment with worms where they isolated different genes, but one of the things they did is that they removed the gonads from some of the earthworms.
The gonads? What are gonads, Kevin?
Reproductive organs. So the thing that they found is that after they removed it, they lived a lot longer. I don't know why. They're not sure why as well, but we definitely
don't try this at home.
Yeah, do not remove your gun.
The other like really cool fact that I learned about was the longest living people on Earth are usually in Okinawa, Japan. For some reason, the life expectancy there is a lot greater than anywhere else in the world. So, and they actually took part of that population that moved to Brazil, and they found that the people from Okinawa, Japan that went to Brazil actually lived less, so their life expectancy went down. So it's more of a like an ecosystem thing, right?
Yeah.
You anything else?
Let's see. Oh, he also talked about technophobia, going back to the whole GMO thing. So as soon as like a new technology comes out, people are afraid to adapt it. And this is an example of one that when it first came out, people just stayed away from it, and slowly over time it kind of became the norm. Just like cell phones, the steam
cars.
engine,
Yeah.
right? He said that 2,000 people a year used to die related to, there was 2,000 steam engine related deaths every year, and yet people still adapted it and put it in their cars.
Yeah. So don't be afraid of new technologies. Since we're talking about the blockchain, that's one of those future technologies that's really going to change pretty much almost every industry out there that has to do with finance, healthcare, government systems.
Everything.
So yeah, currency.
It's already changing currency.
Yeah, so don't get that technophobia. Really try to embrace it, try to learn with it, try to adapt with the times. We're gonna get some work done, because we do that. All right, it's finally time. Woo! This is Jack.
How you doing?
Jack Saba. Jack, what do you do? Just so that they.
I'm the managing partner of Day One Investments. We are a seed and Series A venture capital fund focused on blockchain investments. We're really excited for the potential of Bitcoin, the blockchain, and what it can bring to the world.
Woo! That was a lot to take in. Woo. So for those of you guys that don't know what Bitcoin is, Jack's gonna explain what Bitcoin is and what the blockchain is.
So Bitcoin is a virtual currency, and the big evolution of what it provided was a way for one individual to send another individual money in a way that is guaranteed to be valid and final. So that's a pretty big thing, because before we needed institutions between us, and there was no system that allowed us to send money directly, and so there was delays and there were high fees. The network, the blockchain, the Bitcoin network, looks at the entire history of events that have occurred to make sure that I've accrued enough value that the account that I'm sending it to it exists and that my signature is on the transaction. And if any one of those pieces are missing, then the transaction doesn't go through.
How does that affect just somebody that's watching now? How is it going to affect the future? Why does it matter?
So for the way that internet transfers information, the blockchain is going to transfer value. So for billions of people around the world, it's going to be the first time that they're able to have a bank account, for the first time that they're going to be able to have an identity, for the first time that they're going to be able to prove their land is their land, because the blockchain is an immutable record of events and one shared truth of history. So for billions of people around the world, it's going to be the first time that they're going to be able to enter the middle class. It's going to enable them to do that.
So a user case would be, let's say, you know how right now, if I wanted to transfer money, I'd have to wait like 2 or 3 business days for a bank to accept it. With the blockchain, that would change?
Yeah, so you could send money directly to each other. What's really interesting is that the blockchain, Bitcoin's blockchain in particular, is pseudo-anonymous, so not completely anonymous, but you just have a general long key. So for example, when Target got hacked, they had 70 million documents that recorded the name, the location, the credit card, the address, these different pieces of information about a person. Whereas if they were accepting Bitcoin and they were hacked, then they would have 70 million public addresses, which does not give them any value in return. So you're going to be able to participate in e-commerce in a much more secure way using this technology.
What do you suggest for people watching at home? Maybe just educate themselves on it, what they should look into. You know, Ethereum is one of those things that are up and coming. What do you suggest?
Yeah, so there are several different types of blockchain, but what I would do is I would start reading CoinDesk. CoinDesk provides really good information about what's going on in the ecosystem, and they have some really good tutorials about how to get started with like kind of the foundation of the technology and its implications. And then if you want to purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum, I would use Coinbase. It makes it real easy to buy and use your first cryptocurrencies, and you can start sending them back and forth for your friends much simpler.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jack. I appreciate it. I'm going to post all of Jack's descriptions and links and all of that in the description below. And you can find out more about Jack and reach out to him if you have any questions.
Go buy some Bitcoin.
Woo!